all Fuel Rats personnel, this is a fleet-wide broadcast. Stand fast and prepare to be addressed by the fleet commander, Virk Dalios, from our flagship Spirit of Mercy.
Commanders and crewmen of the fleet. For over 60 years, the Fuel Rats have served the people of this galaxy as volunteers, as guardian angels in the black of the void that we call home. We patrol the hyperspace routes far and wide in search of those in need, and without hesitation, we stand to meet their needs. We fight to defend ourselves and those who rely on us, from a loose group of 4 freighters to a massive organization spanning the inner, mid-core, and outer rim. We stand vigilant and ready to face any challenge. From humble beginnings to a faithful and ever-growing collective of individuals, we have weathered it all. We found ways around the dissolution of the Senate in the time of the Empire. During the formation of the New Republic, we acted as part of the civilian infrastructure that kept this galaxy from falling into anarchy. And in recent years, we have been the shepherds for the masses of those displaced and forever scarred by the First Order and other malcontents, trying our best to remain neutral and simply be a helping hand to all who call for aid. Over the past few months, the political and societal landscape has become more tenuous. Since the fall of Hosnia and the effective end to any centralized power in the galaxy, we have had to rely on ourselves in ever-increasingly dangerous situations. Not to mention having been roped into assisting the New Republic, as well as corporate sector authority in various operations that find us taking on a more militant role. This is a fundamental departure from our core focus. Rather than shy away from the opportunity of helping to form a better tomorrow, we must come together to guarantee that tyranny should never again find a home among the stars we call home. Never again shall our galaxy see the devastation of fledgling empires and alliances of those who wish ill on us. We must stand as one. The Fuel Rats were always meant to be a collective of those who found the call to help others no matter the cost, too great to ignore. However, we have been relied upon as direct combatants, and as fodder for the various war machines that march ever closer to ruin across this galaxy. With no proper training and no support structure in place to assist in these situations. Among us are the most skilled and talented flight crews this galaxy has ever seen. I cannot ask these volunteers to risk their lives in combat when they volunteered to be the galaxy's first responders. Beacons of hope don't carry weapons. But perhaps that mentality must come to an end. Sooner rather than later. Perhaps, in order to solidify a more stable tomorrow, that is a better place for us all. One must walk softly and carry a big stick. It is with this address that I announce the end of Fuel Rat operations across the galaxy. Dispatch will be disbanded, our bases of operations dissolved, contracts voided. From this day forward, the organization of Fuel Rats cease to exist. In its stead, a new organization shall rise, one with an eye to the future and another on keeping this galaxy safe from hostile groups and powers. An organization who will operate in similar way to the Fuel Rats, with a significant difference. Rather than being a ragtag group of volunteers whose service is per diem, we instead will be changing into a more solidified command structure under which fleets and areas of operation will operate. Under which personnel will be both combat and search and rescue capable. We will not dissolve the very tenets of what made the Fuel Rats the most successful volunteer organization in history. Rather, we will add to what is already an existing system of excellence and mercy. Mercy being the entire focus of this new organization of humanitarian aid. Some will criticize this change as us taking sides in a galactic struggle for power. And those people would be correct. In a galaxy with no law, only pain and suffering can thrive. We must each work towards a common goal, as we have in the past. This new organization will not be a governmental body, but instead something akin to a mercenary company. Not an army for hire, but a force for good that helps everyone in need. Not just those allied with the factions we find convenient. We will be severing our ties with the New Republic where infrastructure is concerned. However, we will continue to operate alongside the New Republic as an ally, not simply as another tool at their disposal. We will operate independent of any galactic power structure currently in existence. This new organization will be called Mercy Corps, an independent group whose sole focus will be protecting the innocent and the destruction of those who seek to do them harm. Lastly, I'd like to address each commander and crewman individually. Some of you may not wish to continue your relationship with this new organization. I understand. Being a militarized faction on the prowl in a galaxy so quick to turn to violence most likely gives you a pause. None of you will be required to join us. This galaxy is big enough for any number of unaligned volunteers. What we offer you is support, both combat and otherwise, to continue the work you have been doing. With us, a pirate ambush in the middle of a delicate operation will be a thing of the past. Helplessness for those who rush to the aid of the innocent will have no place to dwell, where this new organization will operate. We are the beacon of resolve that will light the darkest corners in this galaxy. Evil shall not rest so long as good people march against it. Commanders, it has been an honor to serve with you. Fleet Commander Verk Dalhos, Mercy Corps, signing off. Happy and calm skies, Commanders.
This has been a dispatch-wide broadcast. All commanders and personnel, from everyone here at Fuel Rats Dispatch, it has been an honor serving with you. We have worked together for decades to provide support and aid to those in need. Although this symbiotic relationship must come to an end, the work we have done together shall always be remembered. Although this frequency shall remain dormant for voice communications, its signal can still be used to guide the weary traveler home. In times of need, we shall always be there. Follow the greens in, Commander. Call the ball.
Mic on.
We're good.